Hello all, welcome to my new YouTube channel Learn with Jerry. So in this video we will be discussing about the commercial terms and condition in a construction contract. So if you are a person who wishes to be the contracts management in a company, professional in a contracts management in a company or in the procurement of a company, please do watch out this video till end to become aware of the terms and conditions which have been widely used in the construction industry. And if you are a professional, please do put in your comments in the comment section so that we can together learn and grow. So these are some of the major points which need to be noted in while reviewing a contract. What is a contract types? What are the different terms of payment? Different terms of payment which need to be incorporated in the contract. What are the insurance payment clauses? Insurance clauses. What is retention, release of retention? What are the different dispute resolution clauses? What are the different taxes? What is progress payment? Duration of the project, commencement of the project. So all these things has to be there or incorporated in a construction contract. So coming to contract types, there are different types of contract. Mainly I'll be focusing about fixed price contract. There are different types of contracts, like we have fixed price, lump sum, item rate, percentage rate, design and build, turnkey, management, all these things. So I'll be doing a separate video on that. For the time being, I'll be discussing on fixed price contract, which has been widely used in the construction industry. So fixed price contract is again divided into two. One is lump sum and other one is remeasured. As the name indicates, this contract type is fixed price. The lump sum or the contract value is fixed. And for the remeasured, the rate items in the contract is fixed. What is fixed? The rate items. The rate items in the contract is fixed. So the quantities need to be remeasured after doing the work to come up with the final contract value. So next is insurances. What are the different insurances which need to be aware of, required in the project? So usually if the work involves manpower, which means that in most of the cases we need to have a workmanship compensation insurance. So what if the project is having only the design build? If the project is having only design, we need to have something called professional indemnity insurance. For main contracts, then we need to have something called CAR or nothing but CAR stands for contractor all risk insurance. So the client has to ensure that the contractor is having all these insurances before commencing any work. Okay, next important term is payment terms. Very important term is payment conditions. So what are the different types? For example, we have different types of payment condition. Basically, what does payment term means? It means how and when the money is going to be paid, right? As per the contract and as per the agreed terms and conditions before contract finalization. So some examples of terms of payment includes advance payment. Advance payment means what? It is nothing but it is the payment done in advance for mobilizing the group, for mobilizing the contractor's resources. The client is paying some amount, some money, that is known as advance payment. Then what is progress payments? Progress payments is nothing but by completing each milestone, the client is giving contractor the money. Then there is something called CDC or PDC. CDC or PDC is nothing but the CDC is current dated check and PDC is nothing but post dated check. These are some of the guarantees which the contractor asks for the client, asks from the client. Then LC is nothing but the letter of credit. So these are some of the term and pains which need to be aware in the which need to be mentioned in the contract. So what is this advance payment security? Advance payment security is nothing but it is a form of security or a bank guarantee given for the advance payment. Say for example, the client has given 1 million as advance payment for mobilizing its resources. What if the client backs off after 1 month? So the client will be in a state of condition that he loses his money, right? So in order to prevent that advance payment being given, so this condition also has to be incorporated in a contract, advance payment security, advance payment guarantee. So the next one is recovery of advance payment. How this advance payment is recovered? It is usually deducted from each monthly invoices. The percentage depends from contract to contract. Usually it is 5% which is deducted from the third invoice onwards. So it differs from contract to contract. I'll be doing a separate video on how advance payment is recovered, how retention money is recovered. I'll be doing a separate video on that. For the time being, let us focus on the different clauses which need to be incorporated in the construction industry. The next is performance security. Performance security is nothing that it will guarantee that the performing party adhere to his obligation that is agreed in the contract. That is agreed in the contract in accordance with the terms and conditions of the contract. Basically, what it does is that it is a surety for commencement of the work. It is the surety which commencement of the work perform as per the quality and standards. Say for example, if there is a painting work done, if the contractor is not adhering to the quality and standards of the painting as agreed in the contract, the client has all the right to claim this performance bond guarantee. Okay, so usually it is submitted within 14 days prior to the letter of acceptance receipt, LOA receipt. Okay, so the next one is the duration of the project, the time required to complete and hand over one project. It is nothing but the duration of the project. The duration of the project also has to be mentioned in the contract. The next one is commencement date, as important as duration of the work, because our price depends on many factors. Our price depends on the availability of resources. So if say for example, if we say that the duration of the project is 2 months, and if the work is going to happen the next year, so our price may vary for the next year, because our availability of resources is totally different in the next year. So the commencement date is also very important, that need to be incorporated or mentioned in the contract. The next is progress payment. What is progress payment? That is payment that will be made during the execution depending upon the progress of work. That is known as progress payment, and it should be specified in the contract, and we should agree with the time of payment. How is the time of payment? Whether it is weekly or whether it is monthly, all this has to be mentioned in the contract. The next very important term is retention. What is a retention? Retention is nothing but it is the amount that is deducted from the monthly payment in order to guarantee that guarantee completed or executed work. So retention money, usually we retain 5% of the total contract value. This 5% of the total contract value is retained, and this will be paid to you after 50% of it will be paid to you after completion of work, and 50% of the retention money will be paid to you after defect liability period. I will explain you with this with an example. Say for example, a project is having a time duration of 12 months, and 1 year is the warranty given to it. For example, if it is a painting work, the client says that the client says that we need a warranty period of 1 year. So the contractor agrees that we can give you a warranty period of 1 year. So after the completion of project within the stipulated time, that is the 12 months, the contractor will get 50% of the retained money. For example, if the total contract value is 1 lakh, say for example, if the contract total value is 1 lakh, then 5% of the total contract value. What is the 5% of 1 lakh? 5% of 1 lakh is nothing but 5,000, right? 5,000. If 5,000 rupees is deducted, it is deducted all throughout the monthly invoices. It is deducted all throughout the monthly invoices, so that we will get 5% of the total retention money. That retention money is kept for. Why is that retention money retained? So that the contractor can ensure that the client can ensure that the contractor does not back off. And it is retained till after 50% of it will be given after completion of work, and 50% of it will be given after defect liability period of warranty period. What happens if the contractor gives all the money after the completion of work? What will happen? So 50% is, this is 50% of the defect liability period is, 50% of the retention is not released. What if the client gives all the 100% after completion of work? So if there is any fault happening in the defect liability period or warranty period, the contractor will not then come and rectify it. So in order to prevent that, this 50% of money, retention money is given after the defect liability period. Okay, I'll be doing a separate video on how the cash flow happens in a construction industry. The next very important term which need to be incorporated is taxes. What are the different types of taxes which need to be incorporated as per the country policies. The next one is delay of payment penalty, or this is nothing called liquidated damages. What is this? This is a penalty that will be applied in case if the contractor fails to complete the work within the duration. The contractor, very important term is, the contractor fails to complete the work within the duration. It is all, if the liquidate. The most commonly used method of dispute resolution is arbitration. So what happens in the arbitration? There will be a dispute resolution board, one from the client and one from the contract, and one from both the client and contract. So what happens here is that a conflicting parties, they agreed to submit dispute to one or more independent arbitration. So this is a very private, and it is also legally, it is called a quasi judicial form of dispute resolution. So this quasi judicial form of dispute resolution will investigate on the disputes. They have the power to review the evidences. So arbitration, this is based on Arbitration and Conciliation Act of 1996. So what is the most pros in this arbitration process is that when compared to litigation, this arbitration is totally flexible. And coming to what is litigation is nothing but the formal judicial way of dispute resolution. So anyway, so these are some of the terms and conditions which need to be incorporated in a contract. Some of the main topics, some of the main conditions, terms and conditions which need to be incorporated while reviewing a contract. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more videos.